like me now, even as I am, this Ogbomor is the Benin name. But that name is supposed to be Ogbonna. They made up because during the Civil War, to put a little cover on our heads, we decided they were made to change our surnames. So if you hear some names, you will be hearing decried. You will be hearing decried. These are very progressive. Oh my young guy, because here now opportunity one be better. Man, oh, our fast okay, but sometimes dialect na dey itch. But I want to sing one song. I want to sing one song for my. Hello. Oruyeka were ọchịchị Oruyeka were ọrụ eziefa ego wa. Oruyeka were ọrụ Oruyeka were ọrụ eziefa ego wa. Ọchịchị Oruyeka were ọrụ ọchịchị were ọkwa were ọrụ eziefa ego wa. Did you put you understand?
Yes.
That is a song from one of our musicians, the first Macmillan. I say, if word get to your hand, I use it. You can see what our brother, the governor, is doing. I'm a lawyer. I have my practice here, also an ABA. I have an office at number 1 Asaru. And this is my practice. There was a day I came to handle a case. That was about 7 years ago. My car was stranded. Somebody misled me to follow this potato program from Aloji. My vehicle was stranded for over 7 hours. I couldn't cross. It's not. They had not really even using my leg to move self was not possible. Not to talk of moving. The judge was waiting for me. They were aware of my predicament because I called the court to let them know that I was stranded. So today, now that's the same road is where I passed and came here. Under 10 minutes, I'm already here. So we must always give our support to people who are ready to work, but not common criminals. People who government that is ready to work for the development of Igbo land. All of us should come and join the government to ensure that they're able to work, but not common criminals. And we must put our foot on ground. When the powers are big, we want to impose somebody that is not wanted. Unfortunately, I have to say, this is very unfortunate that I have to make this type of statement, that the people in Aba were so complacent with other governments that have been in power in this state. They were so complacent. They were not protesting. Nothing was happening. These people were mismanaging the state. But this place, this union, is not political. But that is not to say that we will keep quiet when we see government resources and people's resources being mismanaged. We have to be very vocal. Our people are not weak. The thing that makes us Igbo is in us. 2 Igbo men in one community in the north will change the destiny of that community. Yes. We don't tolerate ourselves. All these things you see, it's a Igbo man, Philip Emegwali. He created all these things. Machine talking to another machine. This phone talking to another phone. Philip Emegwali made it possible. He is the inventor of machine, another machine talking to another machine. This is a machine talking to another machine. So there is no aspect of life and Igbo man have not influenced. And we are proud to be Igbo. So I pray that let us clap for ourselves. So once more, I will also, because of the nature of the challenges we have, because this my brother we were together about a month ago in my place. he knows the type of challenges we are having. People who are the mainstream of Igbo land, that is the Southeast, they hardly know the challenges the people at the periphery are facing. And we are the people at the periphery. We find ourselves on the boundary line with Benin and Anishan. Our place is where Bia stopped and Lare and Vai started. So we face a lot of challenges. Recently, our Ezes were forced to begin to bear, instead of Obi or Eze, they made them to begin to bear in Niger. That was in 1982. But along the line, our people say no. Because it's a confusing identity. Igbo people being meant to answer, like me now, even as I am, this Ogbomor is the Benin name. But that name is supposed to be Ogbonna. They made up because during the Civil War, to put a little cover on our heads, we decided they were made to change our surnames. So if you hear some names, you will be hearing Nduka Irabo. You will be hearing Nduka Oboibena. These are very prominent people. So you will see Benin interfacing with so if you see such a thing, you know that it's our people. Because they made us to change our surname. So, but now there's a revival. He's aware. Yeah. There's a revival. Our people say no, from today, we are not going to answer to any Enuge. We are an Eze. We are Obi now. So some of us now have started changing back. So in this time, it's only that I was called to Barr with the name Ngozi Ogbomor. I reverted to the old name. But for a lawyer, it will take a little bit of time because it requires the permission of the Supreme Court of Nigeria for you to change the name. But many of my people have started changing their name, reverting their old Igbo names. So because we want to maintain a clear Igbo identity. We talk about unity of Igbo people. But when we are talking about unity of Igbo people, the people at the mainstream Igbo land, the Southeasterners, must people of like minds. They must entrust themselves the responsibility of educating people. So how can a Sabaman say he's not an Igbo man? See the foolishness in the among South Igbos, particularly in Delta. As Sabaman see himself as an Igbo man, as a Arochukwu man, as an Ohafia man, as a Bende man, as an Asaman. We see that all of them see themselves as Igbo people. But Asaba people see themselves as a tribe. Then Asaba is a tribe of its own. Ogwashiku is another tribe. But these are communities within Igbo land. They are not a tribe. Your community is different from... Sondo is from my place. Our people were not happy when he was being interviewed by the press. He said he is not an Igbo man. The man is a good footballer, but he does not have a complete interpretation of what his identity is. Your community is not your tribe. So that is the mistake they are making. So we are now talking about unity. But before we talk about our unity, we talk about identity. Because you need to be made to know what your identity is before you now begin to say, okay, we are united. But some people like the former governor of Delta State, His Excellency Ifeanyi Okowa, they've been going on campaign, just active campaign, letting our people not identify yourself as a Igbo or Delta Igbo. Say you are Igbo, there's no Arochukwu Igbo. There is no Asa Igbo. Have you heard anything like that? So why would you not say you are Igbo? You are Igbo. Don't be saying you are Igbo or Delta Igbo. And sometimes, one daughter asks one man, where do you come from? Are you Igbo? He said, I'm not Igbo. I'm a Delta Igbo. Does that make any sense? No. He said you are not Igbo. So you now say you are Delta Igbo. The daughter now look at me. Put his head. I said, are you sure you are well? They say you are not Igbo, you are you not. The next minute you are agreeing that you are Igbo, that you are Delta Igbo. So we, personally, I feel that I've been given, a personal, opportunity to express some of the views that have been hidden in my heart for a very long time. And I appreciate people who are the mainstream, who are able to appreciate the enormity of the problems that the people at the periphery are experiencing, like the young man, this my brother here. Somebody had to travel from the way to my place in Edo State, out of concern for his people. And a lot of people have been coming to us because they know that at this critical time in my own place where we are trying to re-establish our Igbo identity, the marginalization will now rise. There are salaries of those essays who decided to say we are Igbo, we are not believed. It has been suspended. But I appreciate the effort of Igbo groups who are coming around, trying to encourage them, both materially, financially. Say if the government is not ready to pay us, I will sponsor you. Stand on your ground. Because there is nothing, if you do not have a person, a man without identity, is a man that is not woman. Whenever you have been made to understand that this is your identity, you would now be made to understand that there will be need to unify with other people who have the same identity. This identity issue is very, very important because I did my legal practice started my legal practice in the north. As I stay here, I speak Hausa and Fulani very well. For that is, I started my practice in the then Gongola state. The Hausa man is the one that appreciates his identity. When some people will begin to say, I'm not Igbo, you are speaking Bia, any Bia speaking community is Igbo. These are they are mark of identities. It's a mark of Igbo identity. Other tribes do not use it. Me now, I'm from Igbanke. We have Bank rotation and Benin. They do not know it. It's only if you are call my sister and say, what is today? Say for okay, he will tell you. And you call your own village, that is what they also tell you, that is okay.